Hello everyone, welcome to Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore, drug and alcohol use, scenes of self-destructiveness, suicide to self-harm, nudity, themes of depression, mental health, sexual violence, child abuse, and war. If you are uncomfortable with the previously mentioned subject matter, then please do not continue watching. Otherwise, let's begin. Alright, we have our class screen. We have the ex-soldier, occultist, doctor, mechanic, yellow mage, botanist, thug/boxer, and journalist. I have decided already that I am going to play as the doctor. And I am going to keep the name as the default name, as I typically do not like to change characters' established names in RPGs. We're going to play on the default difficulty. Skip the character history. No. The soothing sound of the rail tracks. You are not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce what has led you to this point in life. Since you were a toddler, you have been traveling around the Europa with your parents. Your parents were devout followers of the older god of fertility and creation, Sylvian. Because of the nature of Sylvian's cult, in each new town you'd witness your parents putting on the rabbit masks and heading into the meadows naked with all the other cult members. You hated this life. Your parents would be more concerned on the matters of religion than you. To make it worse, they even tried to pass on the healing gift of Sylvian to you. From very early on, you learned that no gifts come without a price. With Sylvian's gift of healing, you saw how the mental state of your parents deteriorated over time. They spent longer and longer times in the meadow, until one day, they never returned. You were 13 years of age and alone in the kingdom of Rondon. You had to do something for a living. Try to find honest work, try to become a pickpocket. Try to find honest work. A butler of a local aristocrat took you under his wing as an apprentice. You started working for the Baron Einar von Dutch. You learned good manners, grew to appreciate fine arts and other perks that high-class living brought along. Over time, you got better acquainted with the daughter of the house. Her name was Elise. She'd be endlessly amused by your childhood stories and all the madness your past cult life brought along with it. The Baron himself learned of your upbringing as well, and was fascinated by Sylvian and her healing properties. The Baron used to work as a doctor, and he had a very different concept for healing and mending wounds. He taught you about the modern medical practices in exchange for your knowledge of the older god. To be honest, his thirst for otherworldly knowledge felt a little bit obsessive. He taught you how you cannot cure any symptoms without giving something in return. To heal, something of equal value must be lost. Memorize this very line. The most important thing learned is that you trade your life, yourself, in the practice of medicine. That is the price to save the lives of others. As time went on, you became an item with Elise. Everything fell into place very naturally, and even the Baron gave you his blessing despite your background being anything but noble. For the first time in your life, everything felt just right. But this wouldn't last for long, as something terrible had been brewing in the Eastern Europa for a good while. The conflict between the Eastern Union and the Bremen Empire had dragged many neighboring countries to take part in the hostilities, and the Kingdom of Rondon was no exception. The kingdom was enlisting all able-bodied men to fight in the front lines, and you had no choice but to pack your bags and join the war. Because of your knowledge in medicine, you were given an option to join the army as a medic, or pick up a gun and join as an infantry trooper. Well, obviously, you'd probably join as a medic. The war was cruel and inhumane. You had to take part in countless things better left unspoken. The only thing that kept you going was the thought of your new family waiting for you back home. Every night, you'd read letters from home and fall asleep to a photograph of Elise. One day, the letters ended. It was natural for letters to get lost in the chaos, but you couldn't help your ominous feelings. So when the Kingdom of Rondon finally withdrew from the war, you rushed straight back home as fast as possible. The manor of Von Dutch was lifeless, dark. On that gloomy day, you stormed through the countless rooms, but couldn't find a soul. That was until you found the basement door partly open. In the darkness below, you could tell apart the silhouette of a person who had died standing in the middle of swirling ritual circles. That person was Einar von Dutch himself. He had died on the spot from what seemed like self-inflicted wounds and cuts. Each corner of the basement had sacrificial gifts to an old god unknown to you. Your heart sank as you recognized just who was the main sacrifice of this maddening rite. You tried to save Elise with any means necessary. You tried to exchange vital parts of yourself for the life of hers, but it didn't work. You tried unspeakable methods for days, but it was all in vain. She was too far gone. The occult had completely swallowed the Baron while you were away. You could only guess what he had tried to accomplish with this holy ritual. On searching through the Baron's documents, you noticed a certain place mentioned frequently, time and time again. A town called Prehevil, in the country of Bohemia. The place had something to do with the beliefs of the Baron, and maybe there you'd at least find some sense to this madness. It wouldn't bring back your old life, but frankly, you had nothing else going for you anymore. Only this small clue on what took everything away from you. Answers. That was a good enough a reason to get you back on the road. How did you prepare for your trip? Stock up on medical goods. It's been a long and mentally taxing travel to this point. You hope that whatever you find from this small town could at least give you some closure to your sorrow. Save your character history. Yes. Skip the intro. No. I feel like someone was watching you while you slept. It certainly was not that ghastly woman. Can I speak to you? Curly-haired man. Excuse me. No answer. Salaryman. Excuse me. No answer. Time to follow the woman, then. Instead of just staying in your seat, like a smart person. Ah, yes. 1,000,000 suitcases leading to an ominous door. What could go wrong? This place. It's not the train anymore. You! I've been looking for you everywhere. Just where did you think you ran off to? Don't you understand the hurry we're in? I actually don't, sir. The eyes of the janitor bulge out from their sockets as his expression intensifies. No one expects you to. You are a stupid fucking human after all. Now get your ass back to the workbench. This is your last chance. Next time, it's punishing time. What am I supposed to do? What? You're supposed to assemble new cubes, of course. As for how, figure it out yourself. If you're not capable of that much, you're beyond hope and useless in every sense of the word. What you googling at? There's nothing to see here. Eyes on the cubes. Work! Or I'll rip those eyes out of your pretty face. Use directional keys to assemble cubes. Excellent. trying to get your attention. Yeah, we should probably just completely ignore what that demonic figure said and do whatever we want. Where do you think you're going? I'm going this way, actually. How did she get past you? Well, he's lost. And I'm getting stuck on fucking everything. Later, bozo. The void. Your head hurts. You feel like you're losing your mind. Ah, there you are. A mysterious person greets you in a monotonous voice. Got you pulled out from that nasty place. You were going deep into the rabbit hole. Now you're safe under the beautiful green hue of the moon. Welcome to the Moon Tower. What is going on? That is what I'm here for. To explain the situation you're currently facing. To explain the great once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that has befallen within your grasp. Since our words could not possibly reach my master, I speak in his behalf. And who might my master be? Well, for now, let's just say that he is the delinquent one, Rare, the trickster moon god. And me, well, you can call me Perkele. I am just a humble servant of his celestial majesty. You are the dreamer. He is the dream. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in this jubilee of cosmic proportions. 14 candidates, but only one true victor. The festival of Termina is upon us. I don't understand any of this. It is only natural. All of this must have come so sudden to you. This must be all very, very confusing for you. I won't burden you with any more information at this very moment. Just head towards the tower. That is all you need to know for now. I will gladly answer questions once you get there. But until then, let us meet again under the moonlight. You wake up suddenly. Was it all just a dream? The train seems to have stopped. Yeah, if I had a dream like that, I would seek help immediately. Worse. I had a lot worse. No more baggage. Excellent. The man in the suit is talking to himself. He seems to be completely lost in his own thoughts. I'm late already. So late. The seats are perfectly suited for resting. You just need to clear out all the papers out of the way. You find a combat manual and a Prehevil map. I don't think there's much use in just waiting for someone to come. You interrupt a discussion. Well, the Patches woke up. What is going on here? The train just stopped in the middle of nowhere. None of us really know why. Well, fuck. That's strange. Yes, very strange. We're still thinking, what's our next move? Bad news. Something's not right with the engine. I mean, there isn't anything obviously wrong, but it simply won't start. Maybe if I had some spare parts, I can try to get a thing or two. Oh, you're awake too. You're the last one to wake. What's your name? Introduce yourself. It's only polite to introduce yourself first. I like that. Teehee, fair enough. I'm Abella. Nice to meet you. And good morning.
Alright, upflight.
My name is Marina. My name is Olivia. Lovely to meet you all. You can call me August. Karen Sauer, a journalist on duty. Hey, I'm Henrik. And that mystic gentleman over there in the lotus pose is Osa. It was Osa, right? I'm pretty sure it was. We were the first to wake up. I take it that we're done here. As much as I'd like it, I don't have time to play happy campers with you people. I have a job to do. Which way is the city? The city is north from here. You know the place, or is this just a hunch? Kids these days. I was navigating the 7 seas as a wee lad already. Let's call it a very educated hunch. See that tower looming in the mist? That is what we call a landmark. You use one to orient yourself with the surroundings. In this case, the orienting is a fairly easy task, even for a city-dwelling metropolitan like you. That tower stands in the middle of the city. Just head towards it, and you're there in no time. Thank you for these condescending instructions. They tell to respect your elders, but sometimes you guys make it very difficult. Before you go, should we go over the dream discussion with the new one? The dream? You saw it too, right? Every one of us saw the exact same dream. The moon, the girl in the pink dress, the festival, it all felt too real to pass off as just a dream. Not this talk again. You could have asked that army pig, the Bremen pig. He was in way too much of a hurry to leave. I bet he knew something. It smells like a sadistic army experiment. Sounds exactly like something the Bremen army would be a part of. They had similar hallucinogens experimented on war prisoners. Now that war is over and they have to get their guinea pigs elsewhere. What rubbish. Sounds a bit far-fetched. Sounds plausible. I'm a doctor. What rubbish. What absolute buffoonery. I didn't ask for your opinion now, did I? I'm a journalist. I've covered wars, you know. I don't need some flaky eye-patched foreigner telling me what's plausible and what's not. You haven't seen what I've seen during these past few years. Bitch. I fought in the war. Thank you very much. I don't know why I'm still wasting my time with you people. Let's agree to disagree. Huh. I don't remember agreeing with you even on that. In any case, I'm going to be heading out now. I suggest you do the same. Or don't. It's not my concern, really. Day 1.